shootout lasted over 20 minutes, bullets slicing through the night. You won't believe what the police were really doing in Olopa Town. For many years, Olopa Town was known as the safest community in Lagos, Nigeria. Residents would go to bed with their doors unlocked, certain that nothing bad could happen. The town was home to top-ranking officers from every branch of the military, police, marines, and army generals. Their presence alone struck fear into the hearts of potential criminals. Olopa Town was a no-go area for evil, and because of that, its value soared. Soon the place became a haven for the rich. Billionaires, CEOs, politicians, and public figures, all drawn by the promise of security and exclusivity. They moved in, brought their friends, and built a fortress of wealth and influence. But the peace they came for didn't last. It began with petty thefts, small things that quietly disappeared from homes. A wristwatch, a gold bangle, a phone. Most times the owners assumed it was just misplaced. "I'll probably find it later," they'd say. Then one day, everything changed. The teenage son of a well-known CEO went missing on his way home. Contact with him was lost mid-drive, and later his car was found abandoned by the roadside. Days turned into weeks with no ransom note, no call, no clue. For the first time in years, the residents of Olopa Town panicked. And then it happened again and again, one after another. More children from wealthy families vanished along the same road, always at night, always without a trace. The police searched endlessly, but every lead ended in silence. It was as if the kidnappers vanished into thin air. Fear spread. Some families fled the town. Others, desperate for answers, hired a private investigator in secret. The investigator immediately grew suspicious of the local police and decided to work alone. He instructed the wealthy families to hide trackers inside their children's belongings, pendants, watches, and phone cases, and then began combing through the old crime scenes. Weeks passed with nothing to show. No new kidnappings, no suspicious movements. It was almost too quiet. He began to suspect that someone was leaking his plans to the criminals. But then, one night, the tracker on a missing teenager came alive. The signal led him and a group of trusted soldiers far outside Olopa, deep into a remote village, to an abandoned hut surrounded by thick bushes. They surrounded the building, weapons drawn. "You are surrounded," a soldier shouted. "Come out quietly and you will be spared. Come out quietly and you will be spared." A harsh voice replied from inside, "Who you dey whine? As soon as we come out, Una go shoot." Then gunfire erupted. The shootout lasted over 20 minutes, bullets slicing through the night. Eventually, the kidnappers were overpowered and captured, and when the soldiers stormed the hut, what they found made everyone freeze in horror. The kidnappers were not faceless criminals. They were police officers, men from the same division assigned to protect Olopa Town. Inside the hut were remains of the missing children, lifeless bodies, many missing limbs and organs. That was why there were never ransom notes. They weren't after money. They were running a human harvest operation, selling body parts to black markets and ritual cartels. When questioned, one of the arrested officers said coldly, "The rich moved into our land and treated us like we were nothing. We just decided to take something back." The parents were shattered. Their faith in security was gone. The very people who swore to protect them were the monsters who hunted their children. No one ever looked at Olopa Town the same ever again.